what I'm going to share today is mainly our experience working with all the third actors that we are talking today about, and giving a whole visions about the opportunities, challenges for every one of the actors involved, okay? First of all, it's important to remember some of the things that were mentioned yesterday about Europe. What is the problem of Europe now? Okay, we are facing an aging population. And the problem of this is not only that this population is stopping working, but that this population needs to be active and need to not to create costs for people and the economy. Okay, so important for small companies, for third countries, to think about this target group and to invest in these people, to live longer in better condition, and also to improve, maybe to make them work a bit longer. So we have 2 European projects at the moment who work with this sort of population and who gives them digital skills to develop more opportunities and to work to stay better and in a better health. Another of the main problems is that regions are shrinking. So why? First, again, because of the age, but second, because population are leaving the country. This is the case, for example, of Poland and even Germany. So what happens? There are some jobs that are really at risk, and we have faced that recently with the COVID situation, and those jobs that involve mainly services, okay? These are disappearing or are being reduced very, very fast. So many people are out of work. And those jobs that are going to grow are those ones that involve socio-emotional skills. And this is very important for education, for third countries again, and for small and medium-sized companies. Those that involve, of course, healthcare, social care, for sure, science and technology, but also those who are related to education, okay? So what is the situation of small and medium companies in Europe? We mentioned yesterday, it was discussed yesterday, but just a quick reminder. First one, the first most important thing is that they are the backbone of the European economy. They give jobs to more than 100 million people, and that's essential. Then, of course, as discussed yesterday, that they are central to transition of sustainable and digital economy. But what is interesting is that for other countries, third countries, are very attractive. It's very attractive to start a small, medium company in Europe because of the cities, because of the experience. We have the history that not other countries had in the past. So let's take a chance of that. And it's interesting for small and medium companies, the opportunities for people who want to inside and for workers. Why? Because of their size. The sizes, they are small, so more flexible, it's more easy, they are more ready to the change, and they can improve much better. So people are really motivated to work in them and to learn with them. And what do we need? As I said before, is very important for students in VET and for workers in small companies to work in a company of that side, because of the characteristic flexibility, they are ready to change. So let's work together, but let's work much better, because everyone needs a skilled workforce to work with them if we think about expanding and we think about the future, okay? So why do we need to be international? Why do we need to work with third countries? It's very, very important. First, of course, because of the money. They are the source of revenue. But important because it's a way of promoting our countries, and we are selling all the time, and it's important to sell this. And then because we need this workforce that is conscious, that is globally aware. And of course, to be recognized, to be modern, to be specialized, and to be competitive. But why third countries need us? Why do we need to collaborate each other? Okay, because for them, as well as for us, is an economic growth. But the most important thing is the demographic pressure and the youth unemployment. With this youth unemployment, young people who have no job, who have no work and no study, this is a challenge, and this can create social instability. So it's important that these students, that these young people study, and they think that the European model is perfect. They are really motivated to learn about us. So let's share our systems. And so we will, as always, develop specialized workers that are also needed for them. So what do we need? Research, a lot of research, to identify needs, to identify data, and to understand their needs, okay? And of course, a lot of marketing. But the most important, according to experience that I have shared, I have been working, my company has worked in European projects of all sorts with third countries for 21 years. What happens? There is a lack of coordination. There is people work, but completely separated. Countries work, companies work, but they do not coordinate. So let's work together. Let's communicate very well, and let's do big networking, okay? And what is essential also is to prepare the trainers or workers. It is not easy to work in other countries that are different to us. This is the most difficult thing, to find the right workers, the right teachers to work globally. So that's important to check for these soft skills and to work equally, an equal commitment, because it's a win-win process. And of course, we need the money, and to recognize and to offer the maximum, recognize, of course, degrees and the quality of the teacher, the teaching we offer, okay? So I have shared with you some good practices, just to have a look at them. I will share the PowerPoint presentation, but I will say that the challenge is that, or the opportunity, is that most of these practices are organized by the university, while there are not a lot of better organizations that work at this level. So the model that is well known is the German one, that is working really well. So we have to learn about everything. But as I see, as I will share all these links that will give you a complete detail of these good practices that have been going on. Okay. Thank you very much. And if you have any question, I will share all these things later.